Hey guys, what's up? It's Zenith Gaming, and today I am going to show you a little game I like to play in Gmod. This can be done either by yourself or with a friend, although it gets really fun if you're doing this with a friend. I call this Life Jenga. So I couldn't really think of a better name. It's like Jenga, but with your own life. So the way it works is this. So go to dupes, and then go to top rated, and there's a lot of different versions of this one, but the one I'm going to use is the best one. Go to top rated and buildings, and the destructible tower fortress, deploy that anywhere on the map. So we're gonna do it right here, and this is your Jenga tower. And the way you do it is, I also recommend to put a lot of rockets. Well, I mean, you really only need 2, because the rule is that's how it works. So one person is on the tower. They cannot use no clip. They have to walk around and try not to fall off. And you're probably thinking, well, why would they fall off? That's because the other person can shoot 2 rockets at the person, or anywhere below this area, not anywhere above here and up, because that's unfair, because then they could just shoot a rocket at the person and they die instantly, and it's not fair. So anywhere below that. So that could be anywhere. And then they can shoot 2 rockets anytime they want. But the main way you're going to get your friend is you can do, if you hold C and then right click on the object you want to take out, you right click and you hit remove. And every 10 seconds you can remove. So count in your head: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So now we're going to take out another part. And it doesn't really have to be exactly 10 seconds. You could do it 5 seconds or whatever time you want. I mean, it really doesn't matter, but I like to do 10 seconds if you want to make it kind of competitive. But then you start removing pieces, and your friend's going to have a hard time up there, because once eventually up there, when a lot of pieces are removed, then let's say you're up here, you're going to start sliding, and the best part is when the entire thing collapses, because then they'll fall off. And the object is to not fall off, not necessarily die, but don't fall off. If you hit the actual ground, then you're out. It doesn't work. You lose. And it's really fun to do it with multiple people, and you have one operator removing the Jenga pieces. So we're going to do it right here. And for the person up here, it would be like this. So we're just going to shoot a couple rockets down there to give an example. Start removing pieces, and eventually it starts feeling more shaky, like your movement. If you're going to be moving one direction, it's going to feel like you're going faster that way, and then naturally you're just going to start moving. And the cool thing about the rocket is it actually ignites parts of this fortress, so eventually they'll burn. But you can pretty much change the rules however you want, but the base idea is that it's Jenga, one person's on it, and they have to try not to fall off. So the person who's operating cannot remove the surface where the person is staying. I mean, you can if you want it to be more difficult. That's like the hard difficulty, I would say. But what they can remove, they can't do the rocket, but what they can remove are walls. They can remove walls in these little windows here. They are allowed to remove those, because when the tower is collapsing, the last person on it, or if you're just playing with 1 person or 2 people, the person, whenever it collapses, the person's still standing. And the problem with that is they can just lean against a wall while it's collapsing, so you can remove the walls to make them have a harder time, but you have to at least leave 1 wall or window left. Or no, you don't. No, actually, no. You don't have to leave any. You can make up the rules, but the base idea is you can't remove the surface under the person, and you can't shoot the rockets directly where the main surface of the tower is, because that would be unfair. So this is a little game I made up, and it's pretty fun. I might actually try and modify it and turn it into an actual game. I would call it like Jenga or whatever, Life Jenga. But it's really fun, because what's going to happen is the person who's operating can basically just screw with their friend and like toy with them, making them think they're gonna collapse the tower, because eventually you get to the point where you can just, with one click and one removal of one thing, will just collapse the entire tower, and it's really fun to play with friends especially. But not only that, it's just fun to just feel the tower just slowly collapse while you're on it. It's like a scary feeling. Now, another thing that will mix this up if you eventually get bored is on the city map, there are these the World Trade Center. And the fun thing about it is that you are allowed to place the tower anywhere on whatever map you want to play it on. So that could mean up here. So it could end up looking kind of like this, where eventually the person is just stuck right in here, and then just eventually the entire tower will just dangling, and it is the most scary feeling in almost, I would probably say, in the entire map almost, or this entire game mode I made up, is just feeling just the entire map move. And it gets really fun when the parts start to fall off. So it's just my little game mode I made up called Life Jenga. I hope you enjoyed my little game I made. If you want to try it out with a friend, all you need is to just go to dupes and get the destructible tower fortress under buildings and top rated, and then you can do just get a rocket or put the tower anywhere you want on the map, and it could be any map. So you could do like a tornado map and really fuck with the person who's on the tower. If you want to do a tornado map, I actually haven't tried that, but that would be really fun, although the game would lag extremely bad. But yeah, it's just my little game I made, so hope you enjoyed. Peace.